All right, I am back in my garden again, but this time it's not a big project. We're going small. We're going microgreens. This is Urban Sentinel, and let's get into it. So my plan is I'm going to have 3 of these trays mounted onto this pallet. This is the bottom, there'll be a middle, and there'll be a top one arranged directly above each other because I'm going to be planting 3 different types of vegetables to use for the microgreens, and there's a reasoning behind it, and I'll show you what. All right, so after I mount the trays, I'm going to, as you can see, this one's empty. I'm going to fill the bottom third with pine shavings down here. Now, there are drain holes located in each one. I drill those out, and those are also in the other 2 as well. So I cover it with pine shavings, that's the bottom third. Then I just simply take leaf mulch, cover that over, that's the middle third, and then the top third, I'll be using my compost material as the final upper layer where the actual seeds will be placed in. And so a better visual, I put some in this cup. You have the pine shavings at the bottom, you have the leaf mulch in the middle, and then you have the compost soil at the top. The seeds will be at the top, watering them, they'll start to grow. The roots will be able to expand down into the actual leaf area, and they'll probably, stop rooting around here, but this allows better air circulation so you don't get a mold buildup. Also too, because they're in the actual box trays there, they're off the ground, so I'm less likely to get slugs and other critters crawling up into it. But this will also give it an easier way to turn instead of filling the entire thing up with soil. Because even though I'm going to be growing these as effectively sprouts, and I'm going to be cutting them when they're at about 1 inch to 2 inches high, they still spread their roots out, and eventually it will cause the top soil layer to become matted. So this will be easier to effectively remove the entire topsoil layer instead of the roots going all the way down to the bottom. If this were entirely filled up with soil, I'd be dealing with about 4 to 5 inches worth of soil that I would have to dig up and take care of. And also, in the event that there is a situation where there might have been some mold or some type of fungus, it's much easier to clear that out and not have to worry about it. I can clear all the soil out, I can replace the leaf, and I can replace the pine shavings, just dump them out, not a problem. Now, the reason I chose those particular ones where I'm going to be growing radish at the top, broccoli in the middle, and then pea shoots down at the bottom is because all vegetables take in the sunlight, they take in water, that's their nutrition, and then they expel through their root system, they leach out into the soil the stuff that they don't need. Now, with many plants, you've heard of companion planting, that can benefit those plants around them. As an example, green beans are notorious for being beneficial to plants that need nitrogen because they expel nitrogen through their root system back into the soil. So when they're planted nearby other plants that take in nitrogen, that gives them a closer, more direct beneficial source. So in planting the radish at the top, it leaches nutrients down through the drip system into the broccoli, which helps benefit the broccoli, and the broccoli itself leaches stuff down into the bottom layer for the peas. So at this point, the top feeds the middle feeds the bottom. The bottom, yes, it drips out and it goes just into the ground, but I still water, I'll still maintain it. It just makes it a lot easier to have a semi-closed sort of loop when you go into that process. Instead of just placing them wherever you're going to place them, this aids in the growth and the nutrition level that the other 2 get from the radish to the broccoli to the peas. And one of the other added benefits in using my own compost, I save on having to buy topsoil because I'm not trying to grow them to full size. That's the key thing. These shoots will only need to grow anywhere from 4 weeks to maybe 10 weeks maximum, and probably not even if I'm only going to be effectively harvesting them at 1 inch to 1.5 inches, 2 inches at the most. So I can get a constant harvest cycle through that, clipping and then planting new seeds, and then clipping and planting new seeds. Which, for the purpose of the microgreens, you can put them on salads, you can dress them on many different meals, put them in sandwiches. It's just a way to get a certain level of vitamins and minerals in addition to supplement with whatever you're having. And as I said before, instead of having to wait 3 months, 4 months for one harvest of whatever those vegetables are, it's a quick turnaround, anywhere from 2 weeks to a maximum of 10 weeks, depending upon the overall size that they're going to get. And it's not just those 3 vegetables exclusively. You can use kale, you can use cabbages, there are several others. You can use different types of bean sprouts as well to just get that little extra supplementation to your diet. And for people who have a limited amount of space, windowsills, small balconies, things like that, you don't even have to use a large tray such as I've got. You can use anything as simple as a red Solo cup, something along that end, and plant a few seeds in there and be able to harvest the greens from that. So this gives you an option when your space is limited and you have a little bit of space that you can allot for growing. You've got some sunlight, you can move them around. That's a benefit to you, and it gives you that extra edge instead of having to constantly rely on whatever is available on the shelf, especially as availability goes down and the cost of what is there goes up. So leave a comment below, tell me what you're doing in your garden, little tricks and tips that you've got for people. Like, share, subscribe, and check out this video at the end of this video because I think it might be interesting to you. Anyway, that's it for now. I'll catch you in the next one. All right, so we've got radish all in here on the top tray. Then we've got the broccoli spread throughout here in the middle tray. And then the peas